A 17-year-old girl leaves work late at night, gets into her car, and begins a drive she has made dozens of times before. It's a quiet road in a small Vermont town. Nothing unusual, nothing out of place. But somewhere along that short route home, something goes terribly wrong. Within just 10 minutes, she vanishes. No phone call, no witnesses, no trace of where she went. The only thing left behind is her car. Found the next morning, violently backed into the side of an abandoned barn, as if someone wanted it to be discovered. The engine off, the area silent, and Brianna Maitland nowhere to be found. At first, it didn't even seem like a crime. Police believed it was just another accident. A young driver, maybe distracted, maybe careless. The car was towed. No urgency, no immediate search. But days later, when Brianna was finally reported missing, that quiet assumption turned into something far more disturbing. Because this wasn't just a crash. This was a disappearance. A mystery filled with strange details, missed opportunities, and one chilling question that still hasn't been answered more than 20 years later. What really happened to Brianna Maitland in those final 10 minutes? Tonight, we're diving deep into one of the most unsettling, unsolved cases, where the clues are real, but the truth is still missing. Brianna Maitland was born on October 8, 1986, in Franklin, Vermont, a small, quiet town near the Canadian border. She grew up on her family's farm, where life was simple but isolated. Those who knew her described her as independent, strong-willed, and kind. She trained in martial arts when she was younger and wasn't someone easily intimidated. But like many teenagers, she struggled to fit in. At just 16 years old, Brianna made a bold decision. She moved out of her family home and began staying with friends in Sheldon, looking for a fresh start. By early 2004, things seemed to be improving. She had earned her GED, found a job, and was preparing to start a second one. For the first time in a while, it looked like her life was heading in the right direction. But behind the scenes, there were signs of tension. Weeks before her disappearance, Brianna had been involved in a violent altercation with another girl. The attack left her with serious injuries, including 2 black eyes, a broken nose, and a concussion. Despite her training, she chose not to fight back. She reported the incident, and a court date was set for April 2004. But Brianna would never appear in court. On the day she disappeared, Brianna had actually passed her GED test. She spent time celebrating with her mother, going out to lunch and shopping together. It seemed like a positive day, but something happened that stood out. While inside a store, Brianna suddenly looked toward the parking lot and became uneasy. Without much explanation, she stepped outside, leaving her mother behind. When they reunited, Brianna seemed agitated. She brushed it off, saying she needed to get ready for work. Later, people close to the case would suggest she may have been confronted that day, possibly warned not to go to work that night. But she went anyway. Before leaving for her shift, Brianna wrote a note to her roommate, saying she would be back later. She never returned. That night at the Black Lantern Inn was busy, but nothing seemed unusual. Brianna worked her shift as a dishwasher, mostly staying in the kitchen. When investigators later spoke to her co-workers, no one reported anything out of the ordinary. At around 11:20 p.m., she clocked out. Some co-workers invited her to stay and eat, but she declined. She said she was going home. They watched her walk to her car, get in, and drive away. That was the last confirmed sighting of Brianna Maitland. Somewhere within the next 10 minutes, something went terribly wrong. Witnesses later reported seeing her car backed into the abandoned barn with its lights still on shortly after 11:30 p.m. If those sightings are accurate, that leaves a very small window of time for whatever happened. Her car was found the next day. The windshield was shattered. The rear end was lodged into the building. But Brianna was gone. There were no clear signs of a struggle nearby. No footprints leading away. No obvious evidence explaining where she went. Just one strange detail: a lime wedge found on or near the vehicle. Investigators initially dismissed it, but over time, it became one of the many odd clues in the case. What makes this situation even more troubling is how it was handled in the beginning. When police first discovered the car, they didn't treat it as a crime scene. They assumed it was likely a drunk driving accident and had the vehicle towed. No major investigation was launched. No immediate concern for a missing driver. And perhaps most critically, no one contacted Brianna's family. It wasn't until 4 days later, on March 23rd, that Brianna was officially reported missing. Her roommate had assumed she was elsewhere. Her family believed she was at home. No one realized she had vanished. When her parents finally contacted police, they were shown a photo of the abandoned car. In that moment, they realized their daughter had likely been missing for days and that her car had already been found without them being notified. Search efforts were later conducted around the barn, including the use of K9 units, but no solid evidence was found. Over the years, multiple theories have emerged. Some believe Brianna encountered foul play, possibly involving someone she knew. Others suggest connections to local drug activity. A few believe she may have chosen to leave her life behind. But that last theory doesn't sit right with many people. Brianna had plans. She had a new job lined up. She had just taken a major step forward in her life. Walking away from everything doesn't seem to fit. In recent years, there has been a significant development. Investigators revealed that DNA found inside Brianna's car was tested using advanced forensic methods. That testing led to a match with someone already on law enforcement's radar. But despite this, no suspect has been publicly named, and no arrests have been made. Police say the evidence alone isn't enough yet. More than 20 years later, Brianna Maitland's disappearance remains unsolved. A young woman left work one night and vanished within minutes. Her car was found, the scene was found, clues were found, but Brianna was not, and that leaves one question that still hasn't been answered. What really happened to Brianna Maitland in those final 10 minutes? Until someone comes forward, this mystery remains one of the most chilling, unsolved cases in true crime history. If you believe this case deserves answers, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because the more people who hear Brianna's story, the harder it becomes for the truth to stay buried. And maybe, just maybe, one day, someone will finally talk.